Seafan Sports, a sports show that is dedicated to Seattle sports fans. My name is Dave, this is Kevin, and this is Mariner Weekly. All right, Kevin, we are a week in, and I can't be more fired up. We have seen a lot of action. We're going to get into some gems that we're seeing so far, some surprises in camp, but we can't start this week. Everybody's talking from the national news to the local news about one player and one player only on our Seattle Mariners right now, Julio Rodriguez. Is he in? Is he out? What are we thinking, Kevin? What is on our minds? What do you think?
Well, I think the Mariners are 2-3 in spring training, and the only reason they're 2-3 in spring training is because of Julio.
Right.
So far, he's had 11 at bats. He's batting .364, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 1 stolen base, and he's got an OPS of 1144. I think that he is making it almost impossible for the Mariners to ignore him and not put him on that open day roster. If he's sent down to AAA, I would be shocked. He is the only guy keeping this spring training going.
Now, Kevin, look.
Well, not only guy. Okay.
Not the only guy. There's others. All right. We have a whole roster. Anyway, Kevin, did we learn something with Jared Kelenic last year? Did having him come up too early, was that too much of a problem? You know, do we see any correlation between the two players?
I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is because, Jared Kelenic came up and he was pushing, he was pressing, he was stressed. He's trying to be the savior and not let anybody down. And he was really, really overthinking everything and making everything way too harder than it's supposed to be. Baseball's fun. And I played baseball. I wasn't that great, but I played baseball, and you're supposed to take things relaxing. You're supposed to have fun and not go put everything you have in every play. Because if you did that, you would stress yourself out so bad that you're just not going to be good. In my opinion, you're going to struggle. Julio is a jokester. Julio is relaxed. Julio is just having fun.
And he's down by the schoolyard.
Yes. And he loves being on that baseball field.
Kevin, you may not have been great at baseball, but you are great at giving us the facts on these players. So, Kevin,
I don't know about that, but
I know you look good. That's all I can talk about. All right, Kevin. So we brought in. We're going to move off of Sergio. Excuse me. We're going to move off of Julio. We're going to move right straight to Sergio. We got a new pitcher in town. Kevin, what is he going to bring to the table that the Mariners are going to be able to go out there and help us dominate this next season?
The nice thing about Sergio is he's been in the league for 14 seasons. He signed a 1-year, $2 million deal. With the A's last year, he had a 4.67 ERA. But this guy is a ground ball and low exit velocity pitcher. He had a 37.5% ground ball rate and an 84.9 average on his exit velocity. This guy is a ground ball pitcher. And that's what the Mariners love, because they built a defense behind these pitchers to stop it. So they're going to turn a lot of double plays. They're going to be he's absolutely perfect fit for what the Mariners try to do.
All right. Well, Kevin, with all that being said, you want to tell us that right now the roster is Julio. I'm going to disagree, and I'm pretty sure you disagree too, because we got 4 gems that we've got so far coming out of this Mariner team, and so far in spring training. We're going to hit each one of these 4. The first one we've got is Danny Young. Tell me why he's a gem this season so far, Kev.
Well, he's been one of my biggest surprises this year. I didn't even know who he was. I'm trying to figure out, I'm watching the game, I'm going, who's Danny Young? So I had to Google him, and I think he was with Colorado last year. It looked like he was on an independent league, so I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, so far this year, he's pitched in 2 games, 2 perfect innings. Well, not perfect. It's 2 innings, 2 Ks, and 1 hit. So he's had 1 hit in 2 innings, just been absolutely lights out. And I really was shocked because he is a left-handed pitcher, and we need left-hand pitching in that bullpen.
Well, then we hopefully will make this kid something to mow out or move out there on the mound. All right, Kevin, you're also liking what you're seeing from Yohan Ramirez, isn't that correct?
Yeah, and we both talked about it. I don't know if he's necessarily a surprise, but he's looked really good in the 2 games he's pitched this season. He's a right-handed pitcher, but he's also pitched 2 innings, 3 Ks, and 1 hit, and no runs, no nothing. I mean, he's looked really good when he's out there. It looks like he is actually improved quite a bit from last year. Nice. I thought he was good last year. I think he could be even better this year.
So is he going to be a part of the setup, or is he going to be, it could be a closer? What are you thinking you're going to see with him as far as
he's definitely going to be a setup if he even makes the roster.
Okay.
I mean, they've got a deep bullpen roster, and he wasn't 100% shoe in on this roster this year, so he could start the year in AAA. But he would be a great addition if we need another arm to come up to put in that position, or we could take somebody that's kind of penciled in and put him down to AAA.
Okay. Now, Nate. All right.
There's a couple guys that one last name Swanson. No,
you leave my boy alone.
I'm just kidding.
Now, Kevin, a name that you mentioned a lot last year doing the minor league report, Penn Murphy. Kevin, he's tearing it up. Tell us what he's doing.
Well, he's pitched in 3 games this year, and he's pitched 3.1 innings. He's had 6 Ks, 1 hit, 1 save, and 1 hit by pitch. So he's kind of hit somebody, which, is not always a bad thing. Last year between AA and AAA, he pitched 78.2 innings. He had a 4.23 ERA, had a 1.3 home runs per 9, and 11.1 strikeout per 9. He pitched, in my opinion, he pitched better in Tacoma than he did in Arkansas. Now, the one thing about him that I do like, I mean, he wasn't one of the guys, the Matt Brashes, the Levi Stout, and the, Brandon Williamson. So he was just an under the radar guy that pitches very, very well.
Good. Well, we'll look forward to, again, more depth or a trade piece. Kevin, the last one is a first baseman, Mike Ford.
Yes.
What is he doing?
Well, he's tearing it up. I mean, he's had 6 at-bats. He's batting .500, so which means he's had 3 hits, 1 run, 1 home run. What's that?
Simple math.
Simple math. Yeah, that's right. He's had 3 RBIs, but he is batting a 1.904 OPS.
Wow.
So he is lights out. Now, we've had him on our team before. We picked him up as a Rule 5 draft from the Yankees.
Okay.
He didn't make the club going out of spring training, so we sent him back to the Yankees, and now he's back as a free agent. I think he signed on a minor league deal with an invite to spring training.
Nice.
He could start the year out in AAA, but he's tearing it up. With Evan White going down, this guy could easily be the first baseman in Tacoma this year.
All right. Well, that kind of leads us in, Kevin. You kind of threw out a spoiler there. Not everything has been golden so far in Seattle. What's the disappointment we've had so far?
Well, obviously, Evan White had left the game on Tuesday or Thursday with retweaking his surgery repaired hip, and today supposedly he was going under having an MRI, and I don't know whatever happened with the MRI, but it's just sad to see him. He has so much potential. He's having a great camp.
Yeah,
and just to see that go, I was really sad for him.
Well, Kevin, yeah, that is a little bit of a disappointment. But you know what, guys? If you guys think that Julio should be starting in center field, make sure you drop it in the comment section down below. We'll make sure that we can get back to you guys. And as always, make sure you give our thumbs up, give thumbs down if you like what we're putting out there. I know Kevin says no thumbs down. I, however, want to know what you guys are thinking. Also, make sure you don't think I don't want to know, Kevin.
No, I don't want to know what they're. I don't want to know
Right?
what you're thinking.
Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bells. As always, Kevin, we got cheers for them. What are they?
Go Mariners.
That sounds a good one.
All right.
Don't have to be a question. All right, man. See you guys next week.